swear to God, if you say sniper.
I was actually joking about that with him, and he's like, yeah, no.
Might as well just turn the group into a sniper squad.
No,
I go buy a hell gun.
He has 2 snipers.
You know, that would actually be very funny. We would be the firing squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one guy pointing and the other
make...
one's rolling up.
Yeah.
It's like we're on the building, like aiming down on a building, watching.
What's that? Fire squad joke from? Jeez, I don't remember.
That would be Carlos' job. Is just to point at people while we shoot them.
Yeah.
Carlos talks to people, and then suddenly those 4 red dots appear on their chest.
Oh yeah, Blackadder. I did actually watch that episode where that's the firing squad. Right, so let me quickly look at my notes. What happened last time?
The Losers, that's what it's called.
I think...
It reminds me of that scene from The Losers. Where it's like the dude's like, has his hands up with like finger guns.
Right. You guys went into the slicers and you got the data and made a couple of new friends. That's what happened, right?
Yeah, because we managed to get the data from them without like revealing ourselves, right? Because we waited a couple of days before we actually used the thing we planted, so they still think we're like buddy, right?
I mean, it might be slightly confusing when their servers just go.
I mean, that's their problem. They can be confused all they want as long as they don't know we did it.
Well, all we did was we had a like a backdoor virus on the information that they used.
But unfortunately, after that, not unfortunately, but you were pretty lucky that your friend Donnie managed to get everybody pretty much surgery. So that took you guys quite a few weeks. So now a couple of weeks later, you guys are back at your hideout.
Would mine have actually taken that long? Since I already had the cybernetic legs, it would literally just be them giving me new ones.
Oh, or just like, well, you would take like a couple of days maybe. Just because it's like I would imagine it's like a software update and
readjusting.
Readjusting.
I mean, a lot of the prosthetic stuff like that is fused to bone, so it might take that long.
But these guys were literally having armor crafted into their skins. That's gonna take...
Yeah, I got under subdermal armor. Yeah, literally, they peeled my skin off, put a layer of like the Titan like weave fucking shit underneath.
Even if, let's say, that surgery takes like 16 hours, you're gonna have to take like a couple of weeks at least to recover.
Oh yeah.
I can see that the reason why my guy would take so long is because he's practicing with his new leg attachment.
Yeah, that's the same with you, that it would take rehab.
Yeah, you gotta go to physical therapy, get used to them.
So I basically now have a sword on my leg that I can bring out.
And Giancarlo also got subdermal armor, and the first thing he's going to do when he takes off the bandages is going to look at Vector and say, Vector, be honest, am I still pretty?
That's Carlo?
Yeah.
She just sighs, like rolls her eyes and says, as ever, and then kind of like rolls around the corner into her room. Like very sarcastic, as ever, and then just walks into her room and closes the door.
Although I think they might have pulled one over on you. If you look there on your arm, it looks like they stitched their signature into you.
Huh.
Yeah, it was them.
On the plus side,
Bob
no,
was
snake
here.
Reminds me of this story that I read like a couple of years back. There was this doctor who would like do transplants for you, but he would sketch his signature on your like liver. So you would just have a liver with his signature on it.
That's fucking funny.
It's just like he dies and they're in the autopsy table. Oh, hey, Phil worked on his liver. Huh.
I think that's how he got that some dude died. So he was opened and the merchant guy looked at it and was like, "What the fuck is this?" and reported to the police and was like, "All right."
Every time he operates on someone, he scratches into their bones. Phil was here.
And I think he got like battery or such because there's no crime for etching your name into people.
I mean, that's a malpractice lawsuit for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
But not too long after you have reconvened at your hideout, you hear a knock on your door.
Who's there?
Ah, it's me, Toby.
Toby who?
Ah, you might know me. It's Toby Gill.
What is the password?
Ah, that was a password?
Alright, it's him.
Who's Toby?
I'll let him in.
He's the guy that gave us the slicer's job.
He's your contact who got this apartment
No.
and...
He's
That's
asking.
basically our fixer right now.
Carlo is asking in character.
Oh. Yes, do you really not remember? The one who gave us the job that we just completed a few weeks ago? With the slicers?
Oh,
The
that's
one who gave us this
Toby.
apartment, and I literally gestured at the apartment around it.
To be
Oh, that's
fair,
Toby. Got it. Carlo is going to open the door.
I know, he wasn't
Toby,
actually
my
here
old
for that.
friend.
to be fair,
Toby,
Carlo
my
was
friend.
out
How are
for
you
the out for the part when he actually gave you new identities.
I know,
You
I'm
know,
just fucking
that's-
with him.
That's even better.
Because
Open the door.
I think you needed to do something during that, so yeah.
Yes, now shush. Carlo's going to open the door. Toby, my best friend, how are you doing? Giving him a bear hug.
It's
Compliment inside. It's so good to see you again.
well, I was not expecting this much of a warm welcome, but hey,
You'll only get it from him.
listen, not sure how you're gonna take this news, but I would imagine that it's bad. But I got a little bit of a video message for you that I managed to, well, it was delivered to you, actually.
One more time? I didn't go catch the part.
He has a video message for you.
Wow.
Let's see
Alright,
on
then.
this phone. Here, take a look at this. He opens it up and you see like this grainy video of your friend Donnie coming out of the hospital. And you see like this black van without any license plates drive up. And these men, 4 men on with hoods on their heads, they jump out of the van and they kidnap him. And they toss him into the little van. They give him like a shock with like a taser, and they just toss him into the van, and you see the van drive off.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is not good for us.
Yeah, not exactly. They do have a message for you that if you want your friend back, they want 30,000 credits.
Well, that's gonna be hard to do.
I think Vector just kind of like looks at the phone and says, well, I'm going to miss him. Then just walks over and sits down on the couch.
Shouldn't have left the hospital by himself.
Truly a great tragedy.
Oh well, he gave me these nice pair of legs. I'll use them to remember him by.
How did they?
We're
how
all
did they,
dicks, dude. We are all bad people.
Dearly bereaved, we have gathered here to celebrate the death of what was his face?
Donnie.
Donnie, right.
Alright.
Truly, he shall be
pours
born.
out a glass.
I say that you're
Pours out a
taking
glass on the
this.
floor.
Thomas says, I say that you're taking this quite calmly. Well, that's good. Well, I do have some other business too here. Don't suppose you're interested in another little bit of a job.
Depends on what the job is.
Ooh, it's
How can you? Poor Donnie isn't even cold yet. What's the job?
Probably definitely cold by now.
so this job is a little larger than the last time. It involves a little bit more work. How to explain it? Short version is that there is a new chip on the market. One-of-a-kind chip that lets you mostly control what's in this city. The police data banks, bank transactions, and some such on. It gives you control of most of the cyberspace and a little bit more. And I would just need you to kind of retrieve it. But unfortunately, this job is a little difficult. Would you already be interested?
How much are you paying for it?
Well, this job would have to be done in steps. I cannot just make you go in and, well, go guns blazing. That would be just suicide.
Have you met us?
Well, I have, but unfortunately I don't imagine that you're too bullet absorbent.
Donnie, God rest his soul, helped with that a little bit.
So you would be surprised. I point at Otto. I have seen this man take a mono blade to the chest and continue going. Very impressive.
Well, that is good optimism, but nonetheless, the steps would have to be done. As you see, this ain't just any other chip on the market. Everybody's gunning for it. Well, I would imagine that all of the gangs and even the government ex-government might be interested in it. So you would have quite a bit of competition. Now, the first job is the easiest step. Have you ever heard of the Archangels?
Have we
Like
ever heard of the Archangel?
Gabriel? Is it an underworld thing?
You would be correct. Anyway, let me put it like this. Have you heard of the nightclub Destiny's Club?
Oh, sweetie, it's the hottest new club.
Well, at least he has an idea. But listen. Oh yeah, Aldo, you have heard of the Destiny's Club, which is the place to get made for the local underworld. It's like the meeting place where all of the deals and such go down.
So it's like a speakeasy. Okay.
Hey, I hear the owner is a former stripper named Destiny.
Does she have a child?
I don't think she has yet, but then again, I don't think she has met me yet.
But here's the job. The club is run by the Destiny Sisters, and they have quite a bit of influence with their gang known as the Archangels, and they hold a small portion of the location of the data chip. And I would just need you to go down there and retrieve it.
I'm sorry, they have a portion of the location of a data chip.
Yes, you see, even I don't know where this chip is held. You see, to be able to access this data chip, it has been implanted with a special kind of tracker that comes in 3 parts, which, well, if you manage to combine, will tell us the location of it.
Why does this sound like a bad setup for a sci-fi movie with laser swords?
That somehow also has treasure maps.
Yes.
Hey, give me a break.
I'm just joking.
It's a... Hey, at least I gave you a good, interesting quest.
I was just joking. I was like, this sounds a lot like the new Star Wars with them trying to find.
Oh, Star Wars 60 with Jar Jar Binks as the main protagonist.
Yeah, it's the one where they have to find the map to Luke.
Look, I'm still waiting for the Darth Jar Jar theory to be confirmed. One day.
Well, what do you think, Carlo?
I think I have some sisters to meet.
Now, I do
Oh,
have...
and something about a map too.
I do have something interesting for you. While you're down there, you might want to contact a person by the name of Ash Caldium. She is, well, quite a famous mercenary by these parts.
Alrighty.
We also discussed the monetary rewards for completing this mission.
Of course, if you manage to get this portion of the info, whatever means you do to get it, I will give you, let's see, since it's only one first. I don't actually remember, like, out of game, I don't remember how much money I gave you guys for that first job. I think it was like 1,000 credits or something like that. No, it was 6,000.
Somewhere. Yeah, because I have 1,650 right now.
It's like,
Total.
tell you what,
Yeah,
I'll give you guys 10,000 for each data chip that you managed to get me. That seems like a fair price for what is nothing more than a tracking chip, right?
A tracking chip that leads to what? You know, what is essentially a skeleton key to LA.
My friend is quite right. And let's be honest here, this is worth a lot more. Let's say 25 per piece.
25. Interesting proposition. I was thinking more along the 15, but for you, since we are friends, I am willing to go up to 20. No more.
Toby, we're not just friends, we're best friends. 23.
Give me commerce.
Oh wow, that's good. I'm so very good at.
Well, my friend, unfortunately,
Hey,
20
hey,
all
he
is...
could- Hey Marcus, he could fail worse.
To be... yeah, I guess. Well, I think it's actually against their willpower.
No, I think commerce is opposed.
Sure, I guess, maybe. Let me just roll like a random monster, because I don't have him actually statted out. Does the business mogul have commerce? No, the business
That's
mogul
so
doesn't.
unprepared.
Why would I ever stat him out? It's not like I'm expecting you to just pull out guns and kill him.
Yeah, anything I've learned that rule. Never give anything stats unless you want the players to try and fight it at some point. Inevitably, if it has stats, I can kill it.
Yeah, that's actually one of the rules, but that you should always abide by. If you stat it, they will kill it.
Well, they'll
Pretty
try.
much.
Or they'll
When you
freaking
pull out the
try.
Cthulhu power armor, right?
But it's like, well, 20's all I got. But that might not be only the rewards that you can get during this mission. Of course, whatever you can find, you can keep, and if you happen to work for our competition to gain their trust, of course, there's that money for you too.
Toby Han,
What?
please. We don't need your permission to take what we earn. That's a little bit insulting.
Regardless of the pay, I would like to add another clause. Small favor. Once you do, if you retrieve this chip, if we decide to take the job and help you, you use whatever it can do to basically erase our existence from every database within this city. Make it as if we've never stepped foot in the city before.
That could be done.
And you take Vector out on a date.
No.
Ah, come on, Vector. It will be fun.
She goes back to pretending not to listen.
Carl gives it the double thumbs up.
But yes, that should not be too much an issue when we get this chip.
Excellent.
Now, if you don't have anything else for me, I must be going. My employer calls me.
Toby, it's been such a pleasure to have you here.
Well, good luck.
But I suppose we shan't keep you.
Remember, you can always call me if you need more assistance.
Of course.
Well then,
Slam.
I would-
Slam.
Yeah, I'm going to escort him out, close the door, turn around. Man, what a cunt.
A bit, yeah.
Vector laughs.
it's like he steps back in. Hey, you told me.
The door just creaks open. I heard everything.
I
I
heard
don't know why he's doing my
everything.
accent now.
Oh,
Or,
if you think
how about-
Toby doesn't have this entire apartment bugged, you're an idiot.
Oh yeah, for sure. They know everything that happens in here. There's no way they don't.
Yeah.
or old school reference that probably nobody will get. I heard that, Curtis.
Nope, don't know what that's from.
No, over my head.
Nope. But don't worry, Vector. I'll set you up with someone nice.
She just shakes her head in disapprovingly.
Your boy Giancarlo's the best wingman in the world.
Whatever you say, boss.
It's nice to be trusted by your subordinates. Now then, I do believe we have some sisters to meet. We will be presenting our most charming selves, which means you two need new clothes.
I look at my like ratty hoodie and jeans that I'm wearing. Like, I don't know what you mean.
What are you talking about? I look super fly in this.
Actually, I looked down at my Judge Dredd armor.
I
Darlings,
mean,
please, this is a scene club. You're going to need some clothes to
you,
fit in.
you know what would be funny if you're still wearing your prison garb in your orange.
Never changed. I'm just wearing that with my Imperial flak armor over top.
I mean,
How do they keep
Still
finding
wearing
it?
You might as well call 911 and be like, hello.
It says property of Los Angeles Police Department on the back of it.
Yep.
It's like, how do they keep knowing where we're at? How do they keep we're in guys, are we not?
Don't understand this.
Or walk up to the police station and be like, hello. I
She's
believe
more
you have a
down the
message
street.
for me.
How much? How much does fancy clothing cost? Let's see here. Varies. What does that mean?
I think it's like 100 credits to 1,000 credits if you want a suit. 100 credits is like okay. It's like simple business attire. 1,000 would be like
What is an ecclesiarch?
It's like a space bishop.
yeah.
Well, I don't want, like, I'm not buying vestments. I'm looking, that's what they have listed under that, like, aether weave and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what any of these words mean because I don't know anything about Warhammer. Okay, aether weave is
Yeah,
apparently
you're probably-
no clothing.
You're probably not going to find proper clothing in an old Warhammer 40k game ever.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, yeah.
I
If you play, I think it's the Rogue Trader. They get some fancy carbs. That's about it. Noble
I'm
and the
pretty sure
Rogue
the
Trader.
grim darkness of the 41st millennium doesn't have nice clothes.
Yeah, that makes sense when you.
And
Yeah.
even if you do get fancy clothes, in about 10 seconds, it's all bloody.
Or filled with bullet holes, one of the two.
Yeah. I'll pay 100 credits for a suit. I'm not paying 1,000.
Well, is this like a suit and tie type? of
It's
establishment?
like a simple casual business outfit, I would imagine.
Like what you would see like people at like a tax office would wear versus what celebrities wear.
Yeah, the 1,000 is like a proper custom built.
Tailor-made, basically.
Yeah, I'll buy off the shelf. I'm not.
And
not
somewhere in
that.
between like 200 credits would be like some effort went in, 300 credits would be like better, and so on and so on. 500 is where you start to be like, oh, I bought this from, I don't know, what's like a really famous...
Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci.
This is my Gucci swag suit.
Got the Supreme tuxedo.
I was gonna say like... I was tempted to
This
say
is the
like
part where I
Calvin
have to go
Klein.
Mhm.
But
Gucci
yeah, that
make
works.
ties. Gucci has to make ties, right?
Unlike
You want to know
98%,
something
sure,
interesting?
They make ties.
You want to know something interesting? They sell bricks with the Supreme logo on them.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
So technically,
Gucci-
you could.
Well-
So technically, you could buy enough bricks with the Supreme logo and build a house out of it, and you can just say, "This is my Supreme house."
You might as well honestly buy it
$220.
from gold while you're at it. It's a stupid material to make anything out of, but...
All right, I'm gonna mark my
200
credits as 100 down. My guy doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit about his appearance.
I put fancy clothes 100 credits in my inventory.
Yeah.
I'll let Carlo pick them out, and obviously, as long as they're not too ridiculous, like I'm going to have final.
He
approval
buys
on
you the
whatever hell he's
fanciest
buying.
dress.
Yeah, I'm not walking in there with like LEDs and shit on my shoulders.
I mean, you guys are.
I'm picking a neon shirt, matching your hair, nice skirt, and then boots, high boots.
What check would I have to make to try and conceal?
Sleight of hand.
Would it be sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand or stealth.
Alright, I just wanted to try and sleight of hand my grapnel because I have a weapon with my cybernetic leg. I don't want to actually sneak a pistol in there. So.
But both honestly work, stealth or sleight of hand. So I would imagine the sleight of hand it would be like you put it in a hard to reach place, and like stealth would be like you just hide it underneath your shirt or something like that.
I would also like to hide my bolt gun. Sorry, bolt pistol.
Wait, so then do I do sleight of hand or stealth?
Up to you.
Oh, well, I'd rather do stealth.
I'm going to
I'll do
reroll that.
Yeah, I'll do stealth to try and have my laser pistol.
It's like literally stealth is like you try to hide it really well in your like pocket or something like that. Sleight of hand, I would imagine that you could like actually like hide it like somewhere really hard to find.
You don't want to know where that bolt pistol is going.
Hey,
I shove this hunk up mine.
yeah, so mine's hidden with 1 degree of success.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine's, I think, 2 degrees.
With that, I believe you guys
Hey,
are
I gotta go. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go AFK for a second.
ready.
Alright, so I have my grapnel.
Bring out the. Let me ensure that.
Indeed.
Like,
Is
I'm
Marshall
gonna
joining this time?
I'm about to go full James Bond on this shit with the grapnel. Just be at an elevator shaft with the door open with no elevator, and they're about to run up to me and be like, "See ya!" and just jump to the elevator and grapnel up.
Is Marshall going to join us this time? Sawbones.
yep.
Excellent. You look like a fucking Viking. All you need is a tight shirt.
I mean, technically, as a doctor, he has a. He can at least pretend to be all proper, but the problem is you guys are going into a what's an upper class nightclub, pretty much.
It doesn't matter. He's built like a Viking. He's properly dressed in a tight shirt anywhere.
Always.
I'm gonna do that
Tight
weird
shirt
thing
and
in
body
like
armor.
I'm gonna do that weird thing in like TV shows with like people wearing business suits where they like constantly button and unbutton their suit.
I just
I mean,
find
yeah,
myself
that-
often
that's true.
uncomfortable in like fancy garb. Let me just really quickly bring some tokens into the map. Yeah, I think that's more than enough to give you an idea what's going on. And let me just bring out there, and then bring out what? Where is he? Where is he? Fine, I'll use this, guys. It's fine, it doesn't matter. And one more. Okay, let me just pull you out to the map. So you guys travel through the streets, you follow the road and the marker that good old Toby gave you. The quest marker. It's like
back.
Preston Carvey. I heard that a suddenly sudden attack. Here, I'll put a marker on your map. And you go towards the north as you follow the street. You see that the street starts to get in actually a little bit more like upper class. Like here's where the rich people would live. On the northern section of downtown. As you start to see the signs towards, I believe it's Hollywood? Yeah, Hollywood. And you see like this corporation barrier, like a security wall in the distance. As you come by this little section of the street, which you see is quite busy. As you see the cars driving back and forth, a couple of police cars drive by, and you see this quite a big nightclub. As you see a massive line towards it. As you see more and more people trying to get in. Most of them are rejected and turned back. As you, in bright letters, read Destiny's Club.
Really? Because it looks like it says sushi.
Be quiet.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's Destiny's Club.
Yeah, that's how you spell Destiny's Club in New Common.
That's what sushi means in Japanese.
Yeah, they've been lying to us for years.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You must be blind. It clearly says Destiny's Club.
Yeah, I'll just follow. Carlo is the talker, so I'll just hop in line and follow his lead.
I mean, the rest of you can definitely talk too. I mean, you guys, if you have a fellowship of 30, that's about an average person.
I have a fellowship of 29.
Yeah, you're slightly below average.
I'm 25.
You.
My problem is I can talk to people, but I don't like to.
I do have training. I do
Fair
have
enough.
Charm. So, but I'd much rather have Carlo do it.
I mean, it's always a smart decision to leave the Tolkien to the guy who actually has the Tolkien skills trained.
Out of curiosity, how well do we actually manage to blend into the club scene around here? Do we just
you do feel a little out of place as you did guys kind of buy like fancy clothes, and these guys are like, you do see some fancy clothes in there, but you do see like cut up clothes, teared up clothes. Like you see one of those guys, girls with like teared up jeans, tanked up with most of the cleavage showing, pretty much. They're kind of skimpily dressed.
As I see the like torn up clothes and stuff, I just squint angrily at Carlo.
But you do see a couple of people who
aren't going to make an impact in there. You are.
We definitely want to draw attention.
Also, Han, no offense, but I don't think you have the cleavage to make those outfits work.
Fair.
I'm going to step back while she...
Not the ring action I was expecting.
There, yeah.
Oh, there it is, Destiny's Club. Okay. It was there the whole time, guys.
Yeah, it was all... I don't know what you're talking about, some sushi.
Destiny's Club, also sushi.
I was gonna say Destiny's Club. We also sell sushi.
We also sell sushi.
And also sushi.
They do that erotic thing from movies where they eat sushi off bare chest.
Oh, yeah. They just got naked people on tables with food on their bodies. Every time I see that, that's so gross.
But
That's so gross, dude.
after some time, the line kind of dissipates as you, one by one, some of them get rejected, a couple of them get in, and you manage to get in the front.
And they're so upset they're climbing up the walls.
Yes.
Oh, guys, we just walked into the Tokyo Ghoul.
No, it's you have just more line behind you.
Well,
But-
there, darlings.
But in front of you, you see like this. Well, what actually? That's that picture is quite good. But you see like this big beefy like bouncer with let me see what weapons actually they have out of curiosity in their hand.
Sawbones, are you gonna put your token on the map?
Because that just looks like they have got a machine gun. Oh, they do have machine guns. All right.
Bastard about it all morning.
Damn, they take security very seriously.
Well, they have what's equivalent to autoguns, so they have just like AR-15s in their hands.
Sawbones, what was that? I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. My laptop's.
Yeah, he's like disconnecting, reconnecting from both the Discord and Roll20.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I am now.
But you see the bouncers, the main bouncer, like look at you, and he brings out like this clipboard. Name, please.
I am Giancarlo Fabrizi, and these are my friends.
He
I have come to meet my destinies.
he flips like you see him flip through this book, and he goes, Carlo, and friends, you're not on this list.
I'm on everyone's list. Look at me. I'm here to make this club pretty.
Why are you?
I think he also wanted to hide his weapon, but unfortunately, he kind of fails at it.
He attempts to sneak up behind the bouncer and break their neck, but they're just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm just hiding the big fucking hand cannon somewhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, what all that really does is you have an interesting bulge in your, well, you know where.
Yeah.
Is that a
It's
hand cannon in your
criminal
pants, or are you
life,
happy
know?
to see me?
Yeah. I would assume that they're like vaguely familiar with people bringing concealed firearms there.
Yeah, you do see that they don't really check. Like, they do notice it, but it's kind of a general assumption that nobody will start shit here. Nobody's that dumb.
A bold assumption. We'll see if it pays off.
I pull out my sword and swing now.
That's actually what some solutions to this quest might be. Just be like, fuck it, let's just headbutt our way in.
I mean, we're not in yet, so...
But you see the bouncer look at you and he's like, you're not invited. Good sir.
Han, look at me. I'm invited everywhere. I bring life to the party.
He's just like, "That's basically the same thing you said a second ago. You just said it differently this time." You think me dumb? You dumb. And then he pulls out a sword.
You know, we are famous.
Oh shit.
Famous.
Yeah?
Really?
What? What? You ain't seen my face on the news, buddy?
He like stares at you. Let me actually see if this guy watches television. like news at all. Oh, you're right. You're those. Oh, you must be here for a job, right?
In a way.
Always a job.
Ah, this would be lovely. Yeah, you're with a famous runner team. Yeah, I have heard of you. You know what? I'm gonna let you in, but don't cause trouble in there.
No, we would never. Unless we're paid for it.
The Destiny Sisters are definitely gonna like you.
Oh, Han, all sisters like me. And I like sisters.
That sounded way more incesty that you intended it to sound.
I think that was the intention.
It was.
I will, when we start walking inside, to the guard who was addressing us, hand him 20 credits and say, maybe after you get on break, you can buy me a drink.
Oh. But,
let's see. Nope. There goes my attempt at hitting on somebody.
Auto likes big beefy men. Huh?
Nice.
He likes both.
Ah. Big beefy women and men? I see. But,
A man of varied taste.
you guys head in. Let me actually switch the map so you can actually see what the fuck you are. I believe that's a hidden booth. But you go into this quite banging nightclub, as you see quite a bit of people dancing, and you hear the neon music in the background thumping really loud. As you see that there's dancers on the walls, and there's all kinds of people just drinking their night away, and you even see a person passed out on one of the tables. As you see that this house is completely packed.
Yes, I agree with you.
What?
Exactly.
That's about what you like when you start to talk it to each other. You just kinda are sort of drowned out by the music.
Are our micro beads like fancy enough that we can hear each other without the music being picked up? Like, or they just pick it up anyway? It's too loud.
It would be picked up.
I need to buy one of those.
Okay.
I really need.
But you're coming from here. If you are curious,
Oh, okay.
that's.
So the only information we have is that somewhere in this building is part of a map that will lead to this.
Well,
ship
it's more
building.
like. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid? You know that part where there's the 3 key cards? It's more like that.
It's the archangels that have it, not the club owners.
Yeah, actually, I should make
Oh,
the
fair enough.
Archangels visible for you guys in the Gangs and Corporations tab. So, if anybody's curious, I don't actually have any information written out for them, but they have a cool logo. There we go. But yeah, you know that they have like a... Well, it's actually a good comparison to the seventh Star Wars movie where they have to pick out those data encryptions to find what they need.
Ah, gotcha.
But you do see quite a bit of security guards kind of lying around. But you will look up to the party, and you see this guy there behind the desk. You see that he's somewhat cyber enhanced.
Nice arm.
And you see like a little name over him, and let me see, what's his name? Do I actually have a name for him? You know what, I'll just roll one up, so I don't have to do. I'll give him a British name. Cole Grant. That is, yeah, I would imagine.
Yes. That looks like a British man. Definitely a British man.
Alright, fine. I'll give him Ukrainian. Definitely not. Do they have like a Mexican name generator or like Indonesian, Japanese, Latvian name?
Looks
Georgian.
more Filipino than he does look Mexican.
I know. I just came with the first one that came into a Hispanic name. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. His name is Fernando. Hey man, what can I catch ya?
I'll have a whiskey sour.
Whiskey shower? That 1 credit. Actually, 2 credits.
Alright.
I'll have a violet fizz, please.
First.
I gotta go AFK again, guys.
2 credits, please.
Oh, and I'd also like to know where the Destiny sisters are.
The sisters are, well, one of them is in-house. How could I? Do you have a message for them?
Tell them some prospective buyers have come to acquire merchandise.
Alright. You know, let me actually roll something. Merchants. Alright, what are your wares?
No, we've come to buy, not to sell.
I see. Well, if you anything need, just call me up. I sell most of the goods here. What we have.
Not this one.
Hey, Fernando, are you allowed to cut out the middleman and just give me one of the bottles?
Sure. Tell you what, that's 10 credits. That's it.
No, Fernando.
Like out of game, I think that's like reasonable. If 2 credits is like a shot, like a small bottle would be like 10. I think, maybe, I don't know.
Have you ever been to a bar?
For like club inflation.
You're talking to the freaking guy who is straight edge.
So you haven't been to a bar ever?
They usually charge you through the nose.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that fact, but I'm just thinking like, I don't know. I guess I could make you charge 50 credits for the bottle. That would seem reasonable to you.
You can just say
Yes,
you gave him one of the cheapest bottles.
Hey, I'm famous.
Anyways.
I get a discount.
Like the-
Sawbones will immediately just.
I mean, it is a small
From
bottle,
the
and it's not the best shit.
Oh,
yeah, it's like the well this whiskey. It's like the shit that they use for
Like,
Oh.
the only alcohol that I have literally drinking is, like, on my confirmation party. Woo.
Alright.
Anyways, Fernando, I'm sure you're very trusted, but this is a special item we seek to acquire. And I do
yes.
believe this would be handled only by the bosses themselves.
I see. Well, I'll get to it soon as I can. And you see just him go back to the other customers and it's like, what can I get ya?
I'm going to slip you 20 credits. Give me a bottle and hurry up.
He gives you like the bottle of whatever you were drinking, I don't know. Or is it like a mixed shot?
Hello, I'm getting another bottle of whiskey like Otto did, and I'm telling him to take the other 10 credits for himself and hurry the fuck up.
Alright, let me see if they take the bait. Like, about, you wait around, you enjoy your drinks, you're probably just standing there, I don't know, are you actually doing anything other than just standing there?
I'm just kind of walking around, looking around.
surveying the area.
Yeah, you just see the banging club with people just drinking, dancing. You see some guy at the back curl up and he's tossed out of the establishment.
I'm just going to enjoy the atmosphere for now. This is my crowd.
You see, you even might get a couple of solitaires come up to you and be like, "Hey baby, you wanna hang out for the night?"
Oh, Han, I'd love nothing more. But unfortunately, I am here on business.
And that's pretty much for everybody, even Victor, like... no, yeah, Otto was a male. I thought it was again a male for a second.
I mean, he gets mistaken for a woman a lot because he's.
But yeah, all of you just at some point get some either a dude or a female come up to you and it's like, "Hey, you wanna rock out tonight?"
You're better off trying somebody else.
Sorry, I'd rather spend my money on booze. Thank you, though. Have a nice day.
Although I
I'm
will,
back.
whoever like comes up to me, I will constantly be sending them over to Carlo.
Send everybody,
Yeah, just everybody that tries hitting on me or Vector, I send them to Carlo.
even the males.
Yeah, same. I join in.
It is absolutely adorable you people think that would annoy him.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you had like 5 people around you, kind of stopping you from doing what you were supposed to be doing, it'd probably annoy the hell out.
But Carlo loves it.
You even get like the mutant that tried to hit on them is like you get this ugly mutant walk up to you and it's like, "Hey, 10 credits, baby."
Oh, Han, I'm so much more expensive than that.
Nice. Got him.
But about like 20 minutes later, he just like he walks in and you see him just go back to serving drinks, and he's like, "Well, I told you heard the message."
Lovely. And when are we meeting her?
He kind of looks at it. Well, I don't think anytime soon.
Did you tell her who we are?
Oh, I did.
Is there like a second
Some
level?
dude that I met.
What's the point of getting on the news if nobody's gonna recognize you?
There is like a kind of like a second level with like a railing that has like the private rooms.
Can we see one of them up there?
No.
No.
The private rooms are more like private booths for the customers for special meetings.
Is
Fernando,
there...
dear, I am very disappointed in you. Now, my employers aren't people who I usually said no to. I would like you to run a message to to your boss. It's going to put down a spent bolt shell casing. She'll know.
But what give me like that wouldn't be charm. That would be probably like intimidation. Or maybe it might be charm because you are like get the hint, buddy.
I'll take charm, thank you. I will re-roll charm, thank you.
Alright, he's like, alright, I don't know what's this about, but alright. He hits like the buzzard, it's like, hey, they really wanna see you. And you hear some like Tolkien, and it's like, yeah, they have a bolt shell, and you do hear like some more mumbling, and he's like close to the buzzer, like the call, and it's like, alright, heading down the side yard there. Tell good old Max that well, I will send him the message. Don't worry about that.
Carlo's going to raise his arm and just snap. Which is absolutely inaudible, but hopefully the others see it.
I ignore him. I was
They might as well interpret that as bring me another drink.
While Carlo was talking with Fernando, I was going to ask around for that contact Toby mentioned.
Alright, I should yeah. Yeah, you ask around and you're pointed to one of the booths.
Good evening.
Look at this, is you.
Oh. I actually started cooking. Well, we can go on.
Right, we can roleplay that. You see a...
No, not cooking on a booth.
No, you're quote-unquote cooking in a nightclub. That would just mean one thing. You're doing drugs.
Yeah, yeah. Cooking meth.
A man after my own heart.
Good old shake and bake.
Yeah, a quick question. What, can I be on my armor? Because I don't have any other equipment.
Yeah.
I don't have civilian clothing. You only gave me 100 credits.
You do have some like clothing. Don't worry about that. Everybody starts with at least a set of clothes. I don't think the system. Yeah. Like all of the classes, I think do have like normal clothing.
Combat
It
vest.
might be assumed.
Or do you just assume that everybody's just butt naked, but they do get a set of armor? That has to be uncomfortable as shit.
I don't know what combat vest looks like. That's the only.
No, that's armor, but you would have like what were you? Guard?
Yeah.
I think they get like a uniform, so you at least have
You were
like
Imperial
your
Guard? Is that your background?
Yeah, Imperial Guard.
Then you get the Imperial flak armor. That's what I got.
not the
but
flak
yeah,
armor,
that
but
normal clothes.
Yeah, no. You do get
like
you get like a since you told me that you're like a mercenary, you would have like your mercenary's outfit for you, on you.
What is a mercenary outfit?
Like in 40k lore, it would be like it's your like units like clothing. It's like how to describe it. It's like, well, imagine modern day military with their uniforms. That's about it.
Oh.
It's like your camouflage clothing.
Yeah, it's fatigues and the generic standard military uniform when you're on.
But since you described that you wanted to be like a mercenary or a PMC, I would imagine that you have like your own little units logo and so on.
Yeah, I would believe that had some an emblem or something from the company.
Yeah.
Another question: am I armed? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone is armed here.
Even a better question: do you have arms?
If I want to be armed, I only want my.
No, that was a joke. If you're armed, do you have arms?
Yeah, I have my main weapon with me. Oh, okay. Let's go back to the scene.
Yeah, go back to the scene.
What did the guy say? He said, "Good evening."
Good evening.
I take off the cigarette off my mouth and say, "Hello."
What was the character's name?
Ash.
Ash. You wouldn't happen to be Ash, would you?
Oh, you heard of me.
Let's just say a mutual friend pointed us in your direction. A man by the name of Toby.
Him. What about it?
He said you could assist us on this job.
Well, if there's profit in action to happen, I'm in. What is it about?
Oh, well, we're trying to get a certain piece of equipment here. And that's about all I know.
From
Carlo,
this assessment?
yes, Carlo over there at the bar, the flamboyant one. He's sort of the face of the operation. If you want more information, you can get it from him. But it's good pay, 20,000 credits.
For everyone? Or
Was it
No.
for each?
each or
It's total. It's probably always total unless declared otherwise.
So then,
Hello, trade.
so 4,000 credits each.
I'm in.
Hi. All right.
I do love that. I imagine that if there's another person here, she's just so drunk out of her ass that she's just like staring at you like, huh?
Just passed out in the. Yeah, if there's like a cup or like she has a cup or something that she was drinking something, I throw my cigar inside a cup.
I take a piece of ice after getting it back over there to Vector. I take a piece of ice out of my drink and throw it at Carlo to get his attention. Try to land it like right in his shirt.
You hit him in the head. I mean, no.
I just got back. What did I miss?
I believe Vector is coming on to Carlos. No.
I disagree. I don't think she is at all.
No, we had a little bit of roleplay and
That way.
introducing a new character, which looks like, I think, Luca, you had the full picture in the Discord group.
Yeah, I think I sent it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open there.
Well, which is interesting that you pretty
Yeah.
much have
Oh,
like a
yeah.
latex outfit in that image.
Yeah, imagine Ghost on the Shelf. Imagine Ghost on the Shelf. That kind of clothing.
Nice.
Yeah, let's say that I'm wearing that. Because that
But-
isn't armor.
But I get Carlos's attention and point towards Ash, and tell him and beckon him over.
Oh, man.
Wait a moment for me here, Essie. I'll be with you in a second. Yes?
This is the contact that Toby spoke of.
Excellent. Giancarlo Fabrizi, at your service.
Ash Scout. Likewise.
Now, I believe you have information for us, but I'm afraid I must ask my compatriots here to collect it, as I am going to try to acquire a similar piece of information on the other ones. I do believe we will debrief quite thoroughly later.
Alright.
I look forward to it.
Before you go, what is the frequency that you're using? I point to your earpiece that I believe that you're using. And everyone here is using one.
He raised one
Almost
eyebrow.
everyone. Not quite.
He raised one eyebrow. 69, of course.
Part 6.
Alright. I
Actually, because they all need to be 3 digits, so it would be probably be like
Oh, 69 then.
42.0 for 20.
I knew
could
it
it go up
was
to 4 digits? Because then you could have 69, 60.
It's from 2 digits point something, or it can be 3 digits, because that's how they usually work.
Alright, so it's
well, I set
696.6. Or
I set my con to whatever you guys using of this frequency, so we have contact.
But yeah, with that, like I said, you were pointed to the like side rooms.
That's for what about
Well, Carlos was pointed to the side rooms while you guys are busy chatting.
Yeah, I asked what about the rest of you? Like names.
Oh, I'm Otto.
I am Victor.
Sawbones or Marshall, either one's fine.
Why not?
Hey, I know you guys, you're wanted.
I have work to do. No problem.
Wait, who said that?
No, I was just imagining that Ash's response to, hey, I know you're wanted.
I was gonna say if somebody actually did say that, I'd probably walk up to him, threaten him, like, "Oh, really? You know us?"
I just shoot him. That's fine. Never more wanted.
Oh yeah, because you're.
I just shoot a random person in the head. I don't understand how they keep finding us though, guys. As we leave the bar.
Well, let's get right here. Let's get moving.
Anyways, yeah, you're pointed to the side room, and I think Fleur is a little busy, but is anybody else going with Carlos into the room?
I'll go with him.
Yeah, I'll stick with
Might as well.
Carlos.
Yeah, so yeah, you all just follow Carlos as he goes up to this guard over here. I believe I gave him the name Max. And he was busting, so you see the door open. And you see this like monitor room in front of you. It's quite elaborate, as you see quite a fancily dressed woman in front of you. Let me do a little Alt-C.
Oh my god. What did you do to those men?
Oh, these men? Well,
Oh no, Fat Steve.
I'm pretty
This
sure that's
man-
just Toby, but he shaved.
Unfortunately, they crossed me. I was a little busy while you were asking for me. Don't mind then.
Yes.
My men will clean up that mess.
Vector nods in approval.
I'm dreadfully sorry for interrupting your fun time.
Well, not fun, just business. This happens to all of my traders.
There's no reason one can't mix business and pleasure.
So, Carlos, Auto, Vector, Subbones, and you, well, I don't think I know you. But I believe you had some business with me, I heard.
My, our reputation precedes us. I'm impressed.
Well, not too hard with this news blasting your name over there. And she points to your, wanted signs on one of the screens.
You'd be surprised how few people actually recognize us.
I look at the television, then I look back at them. I reach for my cigarette and light another one and say, interesting.
She puts her weapon away and is puts her hands behind her back and is like, well, this is a interesting predicament. What are you after?
Guys, I will be right back.
Well, we have been hired by interested parties to acquire a certain something. A chip.
A chip.
A very special kind of chip. And I was made aware that you may or may not have the location of one of the leads to it.
And don't suppose I might inquire who told you that?
He's once again going to pull out a spent shell casing from a bolt pistol, put it down on the table. You either know or you don't.
Well, unfortunately, that I do not know, and that is an interesting inquiry. I would love to know how you know about it. If you know, who's to say that my other competitors don't know? So, what's your plan? Start shooting up the place, take the chip, walk away? Or would you be more interested in working together and get this mess out of the way? You see, I need that chip because I already run this city, but I need to make my power, well, me and my sister's power complete. You see, we hold most of the power already in downtown, but we need to expand. You see, we're a business and we make a lot of money. And you see, I know that you people love money too, so how about you just forget about your employer and work for us?
Well, we certainly enjoy our our monetary gains. You will have to beat our competitor by at least 20%, though.
Oh, I know what these chips are truly worth. I do not know who employed you, but I would estimate that they at least offered you 15,000 credits or such.
Adorable. No, we're actually getting 30,000 per lead, of which there are 3.
This road deception.
I'm going to use my last fate point to reroll that. Fucking hell. Thank God I have 3 of the suckers.
I see. You truly are after money.
And as I said, you are going to have to beat that by 20%.
Well, now.
You know, it's just good. It's just good business to ask for a little extra for changing employers.
Business partner. Well, that is interesting. I don't actually know math, so that's like
36.
36. Yeah, I was
36,
gonna say like 35, but I was gonna be off. Actually, isn't that an opposed against what though?
Yeah. Scrutiny,
Inside.
yes.
Yeah, scrutiny.
Inquiry, I think.
Now, inquiry like is asking around, and she's not really
Yeah,
interrogating
the
you.
opposed check is against scrutiny. Scrutiny is to suss out lies and this stuff.
Alright.
Scrutiny. Does any of my monsters have scrutiny? Bondless dealer, do you have scrutiny? And you. Seriously, does no Warhammer 40k creature have scrutiny? Because I statted out pretty much all of the... Oh, alright, that works. Let's see if she buys you. I believe you barely beat her out. Because you have
I
the
do,
same...
because
Yeah.
yeah.
She like nods and is like, well, that is quite a bit of money, but how about a business proposition instead? I will give you 25,000. And I will give you the rights to the club down south. You will be full owners and you will gain all of the benefits of being the owners and the revenue from that business. That should earn you much more than that 30,000 that you were offered in less than 2 months.
Throw in 2 nice bottles of scotch for my friends over there, and he points at Otto and Vector. And the chance for me to take you out on a candlelight dinner, and you have yourself a deal.
Well, we'll see about that last thing, but it's a pleasure to meet you, my business partner, as she offers her hand to be kissed.
He does so.
It's poisoned. Make a fortitude save.
His toughness is shit, he dies.
Yeah, joke's on you. I'm immune to poison.
Now, we have a lead on the first piece of the puzzle, but you wouldn't happen to have any further leads we could follow.
Well, I suspect that Mr. Henderson might know a location of one, but that is just my suspicion. He is quite informed. I was guessing that you were hired by him, but you don't seem like folks who work for such a shrewd businessman.
Let's say we had competing business before.
And unfortunately, the last data chip, well, is quite well known that the Latin American exchange has it.
Well then. It appears I have to brush up on my flamenco. Anyways, it is a pleasure doing business with you. And I look forward to being my own club owner.
Of course. She gives
Well,
you like a
just as long
good
as you treat
smile.
most of your business partners better than, well, Sawbones kind of glances at the corpses.
Now, here's a question. If we are going to be going back on our word to Toby, that means we're going to lose our safe house.
If he figures it out, yes.
And also our fake identities will probably be leaked to the authorities.
On the
So-
plus side, you gain a club.
Well, we have to trust that she will actually follow through with that deal.
Can I roll a... What would it be? Scrutiny on her? To see if, like, she's the kind of person who would double-cross us?
Scrutiny is about correct. I don't even know what, maybe awareness to see, like, the subtle movements.
Yeah.
Scrutiny would definitely be more, So, although
Ow.
you just look at the bodies behind her being cleaned out, this definitely seems like a person that would, soon as the first chance comes up, she's gonna shoot you in the back. And so, Bones, you kind of get the same idea that this is like a person who's gonna stab you soon in the back as she can. Just because of the manner of, like, money is power, and you know that these chips are worth a lot of money. So, she's all about that earning her way. So, she would definitely shoot you in the back, like, the first chance she gets.
Once we
She
get
seems
the
fine to
info,
me.
it's cheaper Well, the problem here is that it's going to be cheaper for her to hire a hit team than it will be for her to give us the club.
Oh yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
She could hire probably like 3 hit teams with the money.
Yeah. So what's going to happen here if we go along with her is that she might even give us the money, but she's just going to hire somebody to ice us and then...
Now that's like, I would imagine that's out of character though.
Speaking in front of her.
Yeah, it's just in front of her. Hey,
Well, if you want to speed up things, we can just finish her off here. And you take off a major competitor.
There's what, 2 guards in the room with us and a door.
Yeah, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Too many.
7
Too many guards.
other guards in the place, and then there's
Yeah.
3 out front. So we'd have to
Is
fight
there
our
a
way.
secondary exit here, or is it just the?
well, you don't see one. Unfortunately, the only exit that you saw is the place that you came from.
But there's no windows or anything?
Well, not what you can see, and in the nightclub you didn't exactly see any windows. There might be like a fire escape that you missed, but you didn't exactly do any reconnaissance, so you're kind of blind here. You don't know if
The question is how loud the music is outside from here. since
I mean, it's like, imagine like a loud car driving past you and they have their stereo turned up so they can probably hear, but it's like they can hear definitely the doom, 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 doom back in the background.
Enough of a distraction to kill them and no one be known the why.
Because gunshot is definitely louder than the music. It's gonna be...
Not using guns.
Can
Oh,
I,
suppressors,
I
right?
did guns to kill
Yeah.
people.
can I look around the room and see if there's like a safe or something she has in here? That
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me like an awareness.
would that be awareness? Okay,
Yeah, awareness.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Just a heads up, guys. I am a melee character. I do not use guns.
You're not 100% certain, but you do look at her chest. Not table, not chest. Like she
I mean,
has
I
a...
am.
Which one?
Well, as far as I know, there's only one.
But no, you look at her table and maybe it might have a secret compartment. You don't know. You can't really see from your angle. You're not certain. There is like a little back room here with, but you would just assume that's like her, like a back office, sleeping, not sleeping, but resting quarters.
I will look at Carlo and see. I'm gonna wait on Carlo and then like see what he does.
Carlos moving to leave.
Yeah, you see Destiny there sit down and it's like, feel free to leave. I have business to attend to. Like, can I finally get some cleaners down here?
You know, barrels and acid are a really good disposal method.
Good. I will take note of that in the future.
If you need an acid guy, I got you. By the way, they can cook some in the bathtub and bring it over.
Nice.
All right.
The board didn't
I guess
give us
I'll.
the chemistry skill.
With that, I assume you guys kind of walk out of that room.
Yeah, I'll follow Carlo out.
The room.
All right. I apologize for so rudely brushing you off earlier, Ash. Can I call you Ash?
How about we take this somewhere more quiet?
Excellent. How about we invite you to a nicer location? Perhaps not quite our home.
All right. And all this time, my character is smoking. I want to take the cigar off while I'm talking.
She's just like chewing in it.
Yeah. Well,
Let's get out of here and try to find a quieter place for that talk.
Mm-hmm. You guys walk outside of the club, and you see the street is still busy, and you walk a couple of blocks, or just maybe to the, like, over somewhere to the side. I don't know.
Back over to this back alleyway where the trash cans and shit are.
Yeah. Yeah, homeless shelter, you see like some bum there. Can I have some money? Please.
I'll give you 5 credits if you can go somewhere else.
Oh yeah! I can buy a bottle of whiskey with this! Thank you!
Now, your name was given...
Oh,
You
sorry.
go ahead. Oh, you go ahead.
I was gonna mention she's gonna double cross us the moment we deliver what she wants.
Oh, absolutely.
Of that I have no doubt. Which is why we're not going to. While I would very much enjoy my own club, I do not feel like ending up like Fat Tony over there. That being said, we now have a far better idea of where to find the other pieces. So I'm going to call this a win. But Miss Ash, we were sent by a mutual acquaintance to speak to you about a certain chip.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Apparently there's 3 pieces to uncovering its location, and we were told you might know where one of them is to be found.
Actually, it was more like she could help you guys acquire them.
He
It's
missed
just like out of charity.
information. Yeah, I think he meant backup, not that I knew anything.
Just to clarify, it's just, yeah.
Well, that is disappointing, but then again, our squad has just become 200% prettier, so I'm happy with that.
Are we going to make Toby aware of this? So that he's not sidewind and thinks that we're actually double crossing him.
I mean, we could sell him the information how much his competitors were willing to pay us.
We could always double sell the info for the first 2 chips and then just fucking kill her when we get the 3rd one.
Possibly.
An extra 25k.
How does the chip work?
It's kind of like,
That's a good question.
you would assume that it's like triangulation.
Yeah.
You get the 3 points together to triangulate the position where the item is.
Marcus, don't use science terms you don't understand, please.
I mean, that's what you do in Batman.
Yes, it's just like in Batman.
Just fucking assume that it's 3 pieces of a password that's going to allow you to decrypt the whole fucking thing.
Or that.
Yep, there you go. Nice and easy.
MacGuffin, alright? Simple enough?
Yeah.
But you need the 3 pieces to get the whole information, don't you?
Yes.
Collect the 9 Dragon Balls, alright?
If you could you Marcus, can you do like how can I say a reprise of? Okay, are we still working for her technically, or we back down and said that we wouldn't betray the client?
I mean, that's up to you if you want to betray her or work with her and get betrayed.
No. The question is, she thinks that we are working with her.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we only need to give her the first 2 pieces. Then the last one, we don't give her. We sell to the original buyer.
She already has
Give
one.
him fake information.
The original employer wants all 3. He doesn't even want the information. He wants us to find the chip itself, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
But since
Didn't tell us that
it
we
was
couldn't
established
sell it
that
to
the
other
ship
people.
doesn't- Okay, another question, Marcus. Does every single chip, how can I say, per se works, or you need the 3 of them to actually make them work?
You would, like, one of them could give you, like, some, like, random information. It's not gonna tell you where it is. But you would kind of, like, need to...
I was assuming you like plugged them into a computer and it just looked like a jumble of code until you had all 3 plugged in, and then
Yeah.
once you had all 3, it actually was coding for a program that
That's my
tracked
point.
the chip.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Like if you have like 3-part like zip file, like it's in 3 parts, you would open like one of the zip files and you're like, what the fuck this is? It's not gonna work alone. But if you get the 2 other zip files, all of a sudden you're playing like I don't know, what's the new kid?
Basically, one of those clues is the info. One of them is the decryption program to get to the info, and one of them is the decryption key to use the decryption program.
Yeah, so something
It's an
like that.
actual executable file.
Then it's simple. We only need to give her a dot. Give a real one at first.
And just to recap, what are you like after is like is a good description that I think Warlock gave. Is that it's like a skeleton key towards like all of the data banks inside of the city, so you could technically rule it.
Marcus, what is that banging noise coming from your mic?
I don't know. Is it still coming?
No,
Yeah,
it
it's like
stops
every time-
now.
Yeah, I don't
it was
know. Was it from me or was it from somebody else?
It was every time you were talking, I could hear it. It was like doom 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 doom.
I don't know.
I heard it too. I just kind of immediately tuned it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that. Hold on. Let me. Maybe it's the cable.
There it is, Madness.
There it is.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, that's it.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fixed it. I think it was the cable was slightly in a weird position.
So before we keep going, Ash, what's your deal anyway? What are you bringing to the table?
Oh well, what can I say? Normally I let my whip do the talking. There's no such thing that I cannot sleep on half.
God damn it, this is more and more remind me of our Sunday game because your name is Ass, and I was joking just last week that one of our characters would have double whips after a weapon.
So, Carlo, just so we know, just so I know, are we contacting Toby to let him know what the situation is, or no?
I don't think we will for now. Next time we have contact, we will offer to tell them the information who tried to buy us off.
Alright. So, she said that she gave us the location of one of them. It was in the
Latin American exchange, whatever that is.
an exchange, and then there was another one.
Possible one by.
She said that Henderson may have a clue where one is.
Actually, I should make that.
Remember that suitcase we basically walked out of a deal of?
Uh-huh.
That was supposed to go to Henderson.
Gotcha.
In fact, if you go into the gangs and corpse, there's a couple of new
Oh, LAX. All right. I didn't. I'm familiar, but I didn't know that was what it stood for. Huh? Learn something new every day.
well, I stole it from a wrestling thing.
Arcus, from which private sector that I work with as a mercenary?
Up to you. You could do if you're doing solo, you're doing solo. If you're working for, I don't know, Jim Bob's group of fun, you're working for Jim Bob. Or maybe you're a part of the famous Varix Raiders. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, is there any mercenary company or something that you have names for it already? Or?
Not. Oh.
Met 2000 is kind of a big one in Shadowrun.
I literally just looked them up. I decided my character was a member of the Satyr Krupp private military back in the day.
Yeah,
I just looked up a bunch of Shadowrun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have like anything like that, and not right now.
Yeah, I will look into
like
it.
A custom thing, but if you want, you can just say like, "Oh, I work for X."
Yeah.
I'm going to roll Underworld lore to know where we might be able to get do business with Henderson's Development Incorporated, like the more illegal aspects. Nope.
No, you're aware of the company. You have heard because they are a big corporation. But you wouldn't know who to contact. I mean, the first idea that comes into your head is like Toby, but that's about it.
Now, there is always the possibility, Carlo, that we could just kill them in there and take the chip and any money that they have in the building, which I would suspect would be a lot.
The Fernando guy, the bartender, seems pretty knowledgeable. Maybe we have a conversation with him when he gets off work.
Okay, to clarify, they don't actually have a chip in there. As
What?
far as I understand it.
In Destiny's Club?
Yeah,
Oh.
they want the chip.
I mean, you know that they have a chip, but that's all that you know, that they have a chip.
I will stay here. Actually, I'm going to quickly go grab my gear, but I'm going to come back here and follow Fernando when he leaves for the night. I can possibly attempt to capture him, and we can interrogate him.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
All right then, break.
Alright.
All right.
Well, while Carlo's explaining more stuff to Ash, I will begin heading back to the apartment to grab my equipment.
Yeah. If anybody else has some equipment behind, you grab it.
I would like to pick up my armor.
Yeah, if we're gearing up, I'll go ahead and grab all my stuff as well.
Vector, would
Sorry
you like
about
to
that.
assist me in capturing Fernando? Vector?
Sorry, what did you say? Someone was talking to me. What's up?
I said, would you like to assist me in capturing Fernando?
Yeah, she says, very well. If we believe this will forward our current mission, I will do this.
Alrighty. I'll return here, and I will walk up to this building when nobody's looking, use my grapnel to get to the top.
Before you go,
What is
where
that
are we,
hole, Del?
bringing him after you get a hold of him? I want to get everything set up there while you're doing that.
What do you say, Carlo? Bring him back to the apartment, or take him somewhere?
Carlo agrees whatever you agree with, because he's be right back, so he doesn't have a say right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he.
Yeah, he said be right back just a little while ago in the Discord chat.
I didn't see it.
I wouldn't
I
recommend.
would say, if we take him to the hideout, we would have to kill him afterwards, regardless, for he would know where we are staying.
I was planning on killing him anyways, because he's just going to return back here to Destiny's Club and basically tell her what we did. No matter what, we're gonna kill him.
But there's a point.
Very well.
He can be chipped. They can have him chipped, so they will know the location of the apartment. Either way, if he's alive or not. So
Alright.
I would recommend another location.
Carlo, since you're back, where do you want us to take Fernando once we capture him?
Oh, we should probably get a storeroom or something somewhere.
I will contact Toby real quick. Do you have a separate safe house that you wouldn't mind us using for some illegal means?
Yeah, he's like he thinks about it. I assume that you're actually text messaging him because
Yeah.
he is sort of busy. You get a message back after like a little while, and you get like a address.
Alrighty.
Also ask him if he wants to know who tried to pay us off to work for them instead, and how much that information is worth to him.
You want me to ask him that?
Yes.
I'll ask him what he asked.
That who paid? Let me think and see. Does he care? Not right now.
Curse you,
Anyways,
Tony.
He's pretty much
First,
like,
yeah.
contact me later. I'm busy right now. I'm.
Is he having sex?
I hand the burner phone to Carlo, and then I give the address to Sawbones, so he can go set up what he wanted to go set up.
Yep. I'll make a department store visit, and then I'll be right there.
Alrighty. I will, like I said before, I'm gonna grapnel up onto this building, and just kind of keep watch and watch where Fernando goes, and begin following him. And I'll have Vector. I'll keep contact with Vector with the microbead and basically be the eyes in the sky while she's following behind him.
Bird in the sky.
Works for me.
Do I even have a map that I'll tell you
Well,
what, I will do this really quickly.
I guess I have to find myself another whip.
Oh my.
This one is not, how can I say, fit for enhanced interrogations.
Jesus, that's loud. I need to turn that down a little. There we go.
A little bit too rough.
Giraffe?
Finally get to use this new little piece of cybernetics the late Donnie managed to acquire for me.
I did just like the whole party just went like, oh, whatever.
What cybernetic did you get?
I got a really nasty looking tentacle with a bunch of scalpels and shit on it.
Oh shit.
Oh jeez.
Anyways, you wait on almost until morning until you see like the dude come out of. I'm not gonna even make here roll awareness, but you see him come out of the little office. Well, not the office, but the club. In his like little raincoat and his like clothing, and as he says goodbye to the thugs, and it's like walks off, and you see like the shift change, and the club closes for a little while as he gets on this like little catwalk and just walks over.
Yeah, I'll begin pointing out location of where he's at so Vector can follow him.
As it's like starting to walk down south. You see him like light up a cigarette. He stops for a while. He's like, "Come on, lighter, come on." There we go.
Yeah, I have my casual clothes on again, and I have my hood up. I'll use the information that Otto is feeding me to just try and like follow him and make it look like we're just happen to be going the same direction.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Even though it is morning, there's some people walking around, especially now that the club is closed. You see some of the customers exiting, so it's easy to blend in. As it's just walking down of towards more towards southern part as you start to head out of the more fancy part of the town. You start to come into your normal hoods.
I will be using my grapnel to begin going to building, following behind him.
Yeah, it's a little slow, but you can definitely do that.
Spider-Manning your way through the city.
Yeah.
Casual.
It'd be more like
Definitely
Black
not
Cat.
drawing attention.
Spider Auto.
Probably be more like Black Cat.
As he crosses the street.
Or Batman.
And it's still smoking. You see, like it starts slowly raining as people are slowly waking up. As you see some of the lights come on, and you see the sun in the distance. You're a little wet from the rain. You see the man stop by a newspaper stand. He buys himself a hot dog.
At a newspaper stand? Okay.
Well,
Look, dude, it's the cyberpunk.
it's
future.
the
They want
future.
better-
They sell hot dogs, they sell Tic Tacs, and they sell probably coke and guns at the newspaper stand. All right.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
Just assume I'm following him as close as I can without getting so close that it's like obvious and suspicious.
yeah.
I'm not gonna just try and take him.
Yeah,
out.
no,
Like,
no.
I'll
I'm
wait
just
till he's
like
in a place
showing
where
like
we're
his
alone.
routine, just for the hell of it. But he's just walking along, and he's starting to come across like this a little towards like near the docks where there's the seedier part of the town. He like yawns really hard, and it's like as you follow him, there's not quite that many people. But he's not exactly looking around for you, so I'm not gonna even make you roll stealth. I mean, I guess I could.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, roll me stealth, actually, sure. Why not?
Alright.
I mean, he's
Do I
not
get any kind of
aware.
modifier for the fact that he's like not actively like looking to be followed.
No, but he gets a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't spotting you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just use the normal thug
I'm
stats for.
invisible to this dude. This dude's looking directly at me in the eyes and just doesn't register, and then turns around and keeps walking.
But yeah, no, you see him finally stop at this like old shack house as he's like just completely tired and he's about to go open the door.
I will.
Is there anyone around? Like, are there a bunch of people around?
You gotta look around. Let me roll a d100. Not really. You see like one person across the street, but he's like, you see him like spray painting. He's not giving shit. He's like a hooligan. And
Okay.
you see another person down the like trash alley, and he's still like taking a piss.
Alright, Otto, do you give me an update on your location? Like, do I know where you're at right now?
That's what I was
all
about to
this.
say. I'm gonna be like grappling to like on top of the shack that he is, like stealthily. On
Yeah,
top of it.
I would say that you're like 30 meters behind because the grapnel, while it is effective tool, it's really slow. So you're like coming slightly in
Takes a minute
behind.
to reel in.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
it would be used in combination with like my spider gear as well to kind of
Yeah, but,
assist me in
yeah.
climbing shit.
Yeah, it's still really slow. You're crossing buildings, for God's sakes.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think I wait to see the front door actively open, like once he's unlocked and opened it, and my hand just appears on his shoulder, and he feels the tip of a laser pistol pressed into the back of his rib cage, like in the liver area. As I just say, I think we need to have a conversation, friend. Please let us continue this inside.
Essay, what's the problem?
I just push him through the door.
You pushing? Are you allowing him to take a look at you or not?
No, if he tries to turn around, I just push him forward. I mean,
You're like
I'm
holding
not-
him by the neck, like keeping his head straight.
yeah.
Look, man.
Yeah, if he starts to turn around, he just hears, no, don't do that. Just walk forward.
Look,
We're old friends
man.
anyway, remember?
Look, man. Let me go here. Have my bullet. It has 100 credit in it. Let me go.
Look, friend, I'm not here to... I don't want to hurt you, I don't want your money. I just want some information. Please, like I said, let us just continue this conversation inside. And I'm gonna try and just start walking forward, just pushing the back of his shoulder.
Yeah,
Hopefully he starts
you
walking
end at
forward,
like
if not-
this, like the shack house, and you see many of the like, it's like a shared shack house with like, I don't know, 20 occupants.
That's what I was worried about. Then I'm trying to
Would he-
conceal the laser pistol as best I can, I'm just saying, is there somewhere private we could have our conversation? As I look around.
Yeah, good. My room?
Ah, perfect.
Like, they are like tenants, so they have like their own quote-unquote
Yeah.
apartments. But it's not
Yeah.
exactly private.
Would I have made it there by now?
Yeah, you would have made it by now. As they have heading.
Which is there a window to his room?
I mean, you don't know which room he's in.
I'm literally asking them which room they're in, and if there's
Yeah.
a window.
I'll start having him lead me that way. I've still got my one hand on his shoulder. I've
Yeah,
got my-
you see him lead you to his like second floor apartment as he opens up the door. He's like, "Here's my apartment, it's a. Look, I'll give you what you want. I'll even give you my drugs. Just whatever."
Yeah, I come over. I don't even respond to that. Once we're in the room, I turn around. I close. Does this door have a lock on it?
Kinda.
What I lock whatever passes for a lock. As
It's
I,
like
tell
one
him to
of
just
those.
sit and I point at the bed.
It's like one of those toilet locks that you could literally just punch the door in, and that's about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll lock that, and then I would have counted the rooms, so I'll tell Carla, or not Carlos. I'll tell
Otto.
Otto. Yeah, I'll be like third room over, second floor, north wall, something like that.
Is there a window for me to climb through?
Sure, it is a shack house, so I would imagine that it has like maybe even like a small. No, they wouldn't be fancy enough to have balconies, but there's definitely a window right next to the train track, pretty much.
Yeah,
Alright,
I walk
I'll,
over, make sure it's unlocked, and open it.
Well,
I
Metro.
will pull out like a piece of cloth and wrap it around my face, over my nose and mouth, and step inside.
The good old seaweed.
But
Cover. That's sure. We don't even need an apartment picture for this, but
Yeah.
we can just imagine
Yeah,
that
this
you're
is
in this like
conversation.
shit hole, and he's like, "So, what can I get you?" I say.
well, one, you're going to tell us some information.
Oh,
But
shit.
first, I remember you over the comms said something about money and drugs in the place.
Look here, yeah, here. My wallet, it has 100 credits inside it. Here, take it. Just let me go.
Alright, I put the 100 credits in my wallet, and
All right,
what drugs?
am I good to go? Oh, sure, yeah. I got some good cocaine here, man.
Alright, I will take that as well.
Oh, sure,
much is
yeah.
it?
Well, let me just get it.
No, you're going to
Yeah.
point where it's at, and I will grab it.
As soon as he starts to move, I just go, point the pistol at him and just point, like gesture with the pistol to sit back down on the bed.
Where is it at?
Oh, sure. It's third. Give me the kitchen. Second drawer.
Alright, I will head over there and get whatever is in there.
Yeah, you do see like this small bag of white powder.
Alright, how much exactly?
What is it? Dime bag.
Okay.
Nice.
Dime bag of cocaine.
I don't exactly know the drugs terms either. Again, straight edge.
Alright,
I mean, that's just $10 worth. You know, that's average.
anyways. Now I
Now you'll let me
pull
go,
out
right?
I pull out a gag and wrap it around him and tie his hands up. Can I borrow your hoodie, please, Victor?
Yeah, I just take it off and hand it to him.
I place it over the guy, and then I kick him in the face to knock him out.
I don't understand. I don't know how you are preparing to get him out of here now that he's unconscious, but I trust you have a plan.
I have a plan. Do I knock him out?
Yeah, you knock him out. He's pretty much defenseless.
All right.
I'm not gonna make you do combat for this one cinematic scene.
I will pick him up and put him over my shoulder, and look out the window. Is there anybody that can see us?
You still see like one of the guys, like he's running away, the spray painting guy, and you see like the guy on the trash alley. But you don't think they see you right now.
All right. I will take my grapnel and shoot it at a building and slowly descend. And I'll keep it up there so Vector can come down as well.
Yeah, you definitely can't go around going to buildings with two bodies, but you can definitely descend easily.
Yeah. I just use the rope. I mean, I have military training, so like...
Yeah, you use the ropes and you're on the streets now. It is morning, so most of the people are sleeping, but you do see like a newspaper boy, but no, some people about, but they're not paying attention to you right now.
And then I will begin walking towards the location that Toby had texted us, the address.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you're walking there and you're following it. It's going towards the docks. As you're coming towards the docks and you're coming into this like really city part of the town where it's like completely in shambles. It's the port district pretty much. As you're walking around, you can smell this horrible smell. And you're like walking across the street and you're turning around this like corner. As you stumble across this guy, you kind of stumble onto him. There's like that small little bump, and you see like this drunk person in front of you. So he's like old and just like, "What's you doing, kid? What's your deal?"
Excuse me.
He kind of looks at you, at the three of you, with the body on the ground, and you and
Vector puts on a very like plastic. Obviously, if anybody who was sober would realize, it's a very plastic, fake smile.
I'm sorry.
Like, rough night at the club last night.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna do for the thing.
just-
I didn't quite
smile.
catch everything you said, Marcus, because somebody had just texted me and I was reading it. So sorry. Who is this again?
it's like a drunk old man. He's just like slurring his speech, and he's like, "What you doing, kid? What's your big deal?"
Oh, nothing much. Here, why don't you take this? And I hand him the bag of cocaine.
Nice.
Go sell that for some more alcohol.
He'll once again like look at you, looks at the like unconscious person. He's just like, and let me see.
Yeah, Vector's just trying to convince him we had a rough night at the club last night. It was a long night, friend. New club opened in town. Not a good scene. Excuse us, we have to get our friend home. He's going to have a rough morning.
Well,
And then I
peace
just
out,
start to, like,
kids.
walk away.
Thanks for that stuff, man.
I guess we'll continue towards the location.
Yeah, you continue towards the location.
The second her face is turned away where this guy can't see it, the smile drops immediately.
But you walk into this like a small little building.
I look at Vector. You must have done customer service work, huh?
It was a long time ago.
And you open the door, and in front of you, you see one of those self-serving what do you call it, storage units, like where they have, if you've ever seen like storage hunters.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
And the text message has like storage unit 8.
Yeah.
Is Sawbones already here?
Yeah, Sawbones has been getting it ready for a few hours now.
Yeah, you see like one of the shutters open, and you see Sawbones there with quite an interesting, probably a torture room in front of you.
Yeah, tarps all on the ground, zip ties, blow torches, all that.
Sawbones, you are a man after my own heart. I put the man on. Put Fernando on the. I guess there's a chair there, and tie him down.
Already
And I
having
splash
bad.
water on his face to wake him up.
Just
If
a
it's
quick,
your storage
quick
unit,
note.
I'm gonna step outside while they do all this. I'm just gonna pull the door down. Like I'm assuming it's like one of those up and down doors.
Yeah, it's one of.
So I pull the shutter down.
Yeah,
and
it's
I just
like one
stand
of
with
those
my arms crossed
shutters.
in front of it.
But I'm already having bad flashbacks over to the Nazi torture scene.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Is Carlo also here?
That depends. Do you want to have the the interrogation?
I wanted to go good cop, bad cop on him.
Oh, don't worry. Holler will pull out his Dr. Mangler voice if he needs to.
I just want to know if everybody was here.
He's a professional at this point. He's done this 3 times now.
Ah, my dear, I am so very pleased.
But you see him wake up and he's kind of like groggy after obviously being knocked out. But he's like, what you want, man? I already gave you the money. I already gave you some of the drugs.
Oh, sweetling, we're not here after money or drugs. We're here after a...
You're after my body!
I slap him in the face.
Han, look at me. You're not nearly pretty enough for this. Now, what we're looking for is something a tad more interesting. A certain chip with some very interesting program on it. Well, to be more precise, we're looking for the keys to finding that chip. And we have been made aware that your boss may own one of those. Does any of this ring a bell?
I'd say nothing to you, man.
Oh, but we're having such a nice talk.
I lean in close
You
to
have
him.
no idea what she's gonna do to me if I say anything. Just...
I lean in close to him and speak into his ear. Now, either way, you're probably going to die. But you can either make it this easier on you, or I can have my doctor friend over there begin cutting off pieces from you, and he's very good at it. I mean, he can keep you alive for a long time.
Currently sharpening a small chain blade on the tentacle.
I guess I could ask you guys like intimidation, because I don't think you guys have interrogation, or what's the skill?
I do. I do have.
Oh, if anybody has interrogation, it's the specialized skill for this sort of stuff.
Yep.
To be fair, interrogation is meant to use after like weeks of like interrogating somebody, but it's fine.
Well, we can spend as long as we want here.
I mean, I guess the way I see it, I might be wrong, but it seems like at least this point would be intimidation, and then like after a while.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
would be
fair enough. So if anybody has intimidation, roll intimidation.
Would we have any modifiers to this?
Maybe a +10 since you're kinda overwhelming. So I would just ask one roll though, because it's kinda like...
Who's better at intimidation?
So Adeptus
Not
Arbites
me.
lets me re-roll interrogation, or lets me re-roll intimidation rolls. I think I'm pretty sure it's intimidation and interrogation, but I'll make sure. But
Yeah, I think it's like... one of them? I don't remember actually.
I don't have it trained, but my strength is very good.
I have a 30 in willpower for intimidation, but I have only a 24 in strength.
I have a if I get on rage frenzy, I get 60.
Does anyone have intimidation trained?
yes, I do.
Then you're the one rolling.
Alright.
Just because
Okay.
it's already
And-
better than having it not trained. No matter how good your strength or willpower is.
My strength is 36, but my willpower is only 9. So
But
now
sure.
Interrogation first.
Whoever is gonna roll the intimidate.
Yeah.
Intimidate. Away! And I believe that is opposed.
You can re-roll that.
I do get to re-roll because of Adeptus Arbite.
Well, you just need to beat -4 degrees of failure, or no, 3.
And remember, you still have fate points. Hey,
Alright.
Yeah, no, he completely pussies out as he's just like, look, man, I don't know exactly what chip you're talking about, but look, my mistress has been talking about some big changes coming. I might know something. Just look, man, let me live.
That's a good boy. Now we'll be discussing the matter of your survival depending on how much we like what you're telling us. Perhaps there's a way for you out of this yet?
Look, man, I'll even move out of the city this evening. Just let me go. Whatever you want.
The chip. You were telling us about the chip?
Look, like I said, I don't know much about a chip, but a couple of months back, my mistress was quite happy to achieve, steal something that was apparently quite valuable and was worth quite a bit of money. I think that's what you're talking about.
and where will you
Correct.
keep this?
Well, she probably wouldn't keep it at the club, I know that much. I know that they were moved it to her sister. They keep changing it so nobody ever will know which of the sisters has it.
Alright.
Where do they live?
That is classified information even from us. I swear, that's...
Where would we find the second sister?
They usually move around the clubs.
Alrighty. So it looks like we might need to follow. both of
There's another club down south, near the harbor where we're at. To just go towards the east end.
Alrighty. Either that or we can try and get a situation where they're both in the same location at the same time. Maybe when they make an exchange with the chip.
Or perhaps we can capture one of them and then ransom her to the other.
Yeah, they don't seem like the sentimental type.
I mean, we can still torture the other one for information.
We could. Alrighty. Now here's another question for you. What does she keep in her safe in the at the bar?
Oh, probably the money? I don't know.
Alrighty.
What lock does it have? Biometric code?
Fingerprints and 40-digit password.
You wouldn't have happened to see that password at some point, would you?
6?
6 is not a 4-digit code.
That's all I got, man. It starts with a 6, or maybe it was the second number. I don't know.
Alrighty. Well then, any other useful information that you can think of?
I can make really good drinks.
I guess his expiration date is now.
Yeah.
Look, man, I know where to get you some drugs, alright?
We're not
take
in the
off
market
my
for
whip.
drugs.
I take off my whip. Let me. make you
I can get you laid.
Okay,
Have
take
you
my
seen
whip.
us?
I put the
Have you
gag back
seen
on him.
any of us? Except for Otto, maybe.
As he has a gag on him now.
Alrighty. So,
Alright.
while Ash is having her fun, Carlo, do you want to discuss a plan?
Gladly.
Alrighty. I'll step out of the storage area.
Does he actually have the cyber arm in the picture?
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay, Sawbones is waiting in the room for Anne to finish. They're doing that.
Also, Spellbones, if you can be
Marcus,
sure
do you want
to
roll the attacks or no?
No, we can just kind of do it cinematically.
Because he has my whip has the tearing special.
Yeah, no, you just slash him. It's up to you if you wanna pretty much kill him in one strike, or do you wanna kill him like in 20?
Good question. I promised that I would make a show, and I promised that that my whip splits people in half. So only once.
I look towards Sawbones. Be sure to clean up after.
Always.
Alright, I will step outside.
Ta-ta!
Now, before you guys go, already splitting him in half. It's only one. I only need to do one hit.
Because he is
told
defenseless, you
everyone-
can literally just choke him with your whip if you want.
No. I'm gonna split him in half. He has the tearing capability.
Fair
Careful
enough.
with the arm, Ash. I have plans for the arm.
Yeah, but not destroying the arm. I'm splitting him in half, not the arm.
Oh no, yeah, he's already he's already dead. Goodbye, Fernando. We knew you so well.
Well, I can
True.
tear off the arm of the guy and give it to you.
Yeah.
Here, you wanted this?
Much appreciated.
Congratulations, you
Certainly
have
a lot
a
cheaper than that.
you have a common quality mechanized arm.
Sell that for quite a bit.
I'll be putting it in a bag and then cleaning up the crime scene, whistling all the way through.
The day was getting dull. Now it's much better.
Alrighty,
Take it
so
any of you are actually helping Sawbones clean up the mess.
I'm not. I wouldn't
Absolutely
know. What to do.
not.
I don't clean up.
Nope.
I don't.
I normally take targets out from a distance Don't worry about cleanups.
And thus, Sawbones' resentment towards the party started. They made me
Remember
clean
that.
up. How dare they? I'll kill them.
Fireball.
We all just get a message on our phones, just says Sawbones. We'll remember that in a text message.
You guys better watch
I
your
like
asses
that.
next time you need to get a bullet hole stitched up.
I'll peek in. I'll help you in a minute. So Carlo, what's our plan of action?
Well, we have two options. We can go for a more stealthy route and try to figure out where the citizens are living. And try to figure out that way where they have the chip. Or we can simply, raid one of the clubs, abduct one or two of them, see if we can figure this out the violent way. Other than that, we need more information about the Latin American exchange, because they also have one of the chips. And I don't even want to begin to think about how to get to Henderson.
If I may,
Yes?
as much as I love the second option, one of them could split town.
Yeah.
So we need to do the boring stalking first, then we can start the slashing.
What we could do is me and Vector can split up and both follow them. And maybe try to get them to a situation where they're in the same place together. And then take them out at the same time.
How do
That
you
would seem ideal, yes.
Yeah, but how do you propose that we achieve this?
Well, I can stay stationed outside the Destiny's Child, or whatever it was. What was
The
it?
Destiny's
Bar?
Child.
What was the name of the bar?
Destiny's Club.
Destiny's Club.
And sushi.
Yeah, and sushi. I can stay stationed outside there. We can go to the place Fernando spoke of and have Vector stay outside there and just wait, and when one of them comes out, follow them.
Well, but that doesn't guarantee that they're gonna meet.
No, but we can at least get an idea of their daily routine.
So you're proposing a stakeout of a week or something?
Possibly.
I reach for my cigarette pack again. This is gonna be a long week. A boring one.
Well, you at least got to have some fun with Fernando there.
Yeah. But I wanted to play a bit more. Demonstrations are always fun, but I didn't take my time with it.
We can keep in contact with our microbeads and maybe get a couple burner phones as well.
Well, yeah, a microbead is only a kilometer, so that's not gonna do you a check.
That's what I'm saying. Like we use the microbeads as well as using some burner phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna do what?
I will be stationed outside of Destiny's Club, and whoever wants to accompany me there, you can if you want. I'm mostly just going to be keeping watch.
Okay, what about points two? I don't know.
Uh,
Someone else. Oh, you.
Vector will be following the other sister wherever that location was that Fernando spoke of in the docks.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping an eye out for her. Do we have a description of her?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, we can guess she looks vaguely like the sister that we've met.
Are they twins?
No.
No. Okay. Would Toby know?
You don't know.
I will message to. Oh wait, no. Carlo has the phone. Shit. Message Toby and ask him if he has a picture of the other sister, or at least a description of her.
Toby, my buddy, my pal. I have a bit of an interesting request for you. Does he pick up?
You sent him a text message because he's probably never gonna pick up his phone.
Okay,
But
yes.
you wait around for a little while, but you get a text message back, and it's like, how can I help?
You know those sisters that run Destiny's Club at Sushi?
Yeah.
I need pictures of them for reasons.
He first sends the picture of Destiny, which you already have, and know what she looks like. But you do get another picture come forth, and it loads. Bloop. And let me see if I make her visible for you guys. Does that work?
Oh my!
Yes.
Do we have to kill this one?
That depends on how much of an effort she makes to shoot you.
That might raise the intrigue. So I would study this vector.
You has some information about the docks. Do you know where exactly?
He did give us like an actual location, right?
Yeah, you know both of at least the main clubs, which you would give you a good estimation that they would have to visit them at some point. One of them is literally called Destiny's Club, and the other one is let me see, since her name is Justice, so it would be probably Justice Club.
Not very good at name. They're not very good at naming their clubs, are they?
How original.
I bet when they would have if they had actually given us a club of our own, they would have probably just named the club after us.
Club Carlos. Or steal a meme from our Sunday campaign and call it Papa John's.
We're gonna name this place McDonald's.
You better not do that, otherwise the McDonald's Corporation is gonna come after you with the hired mercs. Hell, they probably have their own PMZ army at this point.
I said McDonald's. There's a difference. There was an actual legal case that happened with that. There was where McDonald's tried suing a person because their place was called McDonald's, and the dude who owned McDonald's won and got a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but now it's the Cyberpunk, so they can just run you over with their PMC probably.
Yeah,
McDonald's brand Cyber Ninjas at.
We'll all be attacked by Ronald McDonald.
It's like Ronald McDonald, Chuck E. Cheese robots.
McDonald's cyber ninjas actually sounds terrifying. They're all like cyberpunk dystopian versions of the Hamburglar with samurai swords and shit.
It's all being led by a clown. You're just Jesus.
That would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying, but also fun.
You know, so some of these days somebody needs to run a cyberpunk game, but it's kind of like a comedy game where all of these famous brands like McDonald's, Wendy's, and so on have their own corporations.
Yes, and we've just fresh off the fast food wars of 09.
Yes.
Yeah,
Taco Bell wins. I seen that movie.
where Wendy's deployed the Baconator.
Taco Bell like becomes a
Slaughter
fancy
entire legions
restaurant.
of
Or if you're
Funny
into
irrelevant
Europe
fact
in
about that
the
movie. In the overseas, in like Britain and Europe, it was actually Pizza Hut
Pizza
that
Hut.
won because they were worried that that market wouldn't know what Taco Bell was, because Taco Bell was a strictly American thing at the time. So they changed it to Pizza Hut in the script for that version over there. They like edited over it. It's really funny to me.
Anyways, so it seems like we have a plan then. Carlo, what do you think you will be doing while me and Vector are staking out the two sisters?
Jerking off furiously. I mean, what?
Well, I'm going to gather information on the Latin American exchange.
Awesome.
Well, I can go either way. I can go with the stakeout.
Alrighty. So, how about this? Sawbones and Carlo go find out more information on the Latin American exchange. Ash will accompany one of us on the stakeout. And then we'll spend our times doing that.
Alright.
Sounds good.
I look forward to working with you, Sawbones. Just try not to agitate them. You already kind of look like someone who would have an 88 tattooed on their body.
I get that a lot.
Once we're done making a plan, I will step back in and help Sawbones clean up.
Uh-huh. Yep, you guys clean up and you're off to
Gonna
the races.
Polish off all the meat from the cyber arm where Ash just fucking ripped it off.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while to actually get it a good shape, but yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I clean my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the chunks of meat is always the most difficult part. But it's rewarding nonetheless. So
Yeah,
warm up with-
yep, you split off the party.
yeah, I'm asking the two people there are gonna stake out.
I don't
It's
know.
up to you,
I
who
guess
you
it's
accompany.
up to you if you want to accompany Carlos or Vector or Aldo.
Otto.
Yeah, I do not know what you guys are good at.
Otto and Vector are snipers.
Oh.
Carlos is the talker of the group. He also is a pretty good shot with a pistol.
Okay, so there's two snipers then.
Yeah.
Both people that are gonna do the stakeout are snipers?
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
can walk from a distance.
We're basically the same character.
Yeah, that's why Vector is thinking of changing into an automatic gun.
Yeah, I'm still considering it.
Because if both of you guys are gonna be at a distance looking through a scope a mile away, it's kind of waste of my time being there. Probably going with Carlos would be the best option if he comes into some heat, if he's looking at like a crime syndicate. You
That
guys are gonna
works.
be at an apartment on a rooftop or something. I won't be of any use there. So
That's more than fine. I just
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, so you
Well,
get
I'm-
into the positions after probably sleeping at some point because you have gone through the night without sleeping, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I say unless you want a talking buddy, because if you guys on the top of a roof, I can't do much. Now I get on top of it as well. So I'm gonna go with the other group then.
anyways, yeah, so you split off the party and Vector goes to I believe it was the South
I
Club.
will lend Vector my spider pads so she can climb up a building a little bit easier.
So I guess I could ask
Ooh.
the two of you a stealth check The guy's asking around about Alex X is gonna roll me inquiry.
Alright, so
I'm a fate,
check.
I'm a fate point that.
Just accompanying Carlos as like a
What
bodyguard.
the fuck?
I don't know. Does anybody have inquiry? Well, Vector is at least really
Oh
stealthy.
yeah, I'm invisible, bro.
Whoa.
I rolled like in the
Inquiry?
70s like twice. Oh wait, no, hold
Absolutely
on.
not, I
Hold
don't.
on. Hold on. I have to redo that because I forget I have an additional bonus to my any checks with agility.
I mean, you could just include the bonus to one of those.
Just
Oh, did you bought the skill up, the simple training,
yeah,
or
one
did you
second.
rank it up more?
Yeah, it should already include that if you have your
It
press in
doesn't.
this.
it
If you
doesn't?
click, even if you, yeah, if you click it on your sheet, I literally just increased, like, I have it in ballistics. I just increased my ballistics by 10, and if for some reason I ever lost that, I would just have to reduce it. You have to like manually change it each time, so I just leave mine set 10 higher because I have intermediate training.
Really? I thought that
I
if you
don't,
thought
it works for me when I just change the skill to whatever I need. Either by ticking the box or... I don't know. Because it should up...
I guess I forgot. I guess I
update.
didn't add it to my sheet. I was supposed to have another plus to my stealth.
Plus 10.
I mean, the skill.
Even
white
with a
box
plus
is
10
bad.
or plus 20 you
Yeah,
would have
fair
failed.
enough.
I mean, I guess you would be hidden either way because you're some distance, but... Yeah, I guess that those would have been maybe successes.
Yeah, because I was gonna go on a building, like a little ways away, and just kind of view them from my sniper scope.
Anyways, let's start with Vector. As
Yeah.
you are stalking out the southern